So today I assumed this was going to happen. We now have a 99 Messi SBC. That it be, it is a lot less than the Ronaldo one we've got with 42 squads. We've now managed to get it down nearly to about half at 26. He starts at 88, which is fine, but then quickly you realise you're in for a 91 to 93 rated squad journey. There is only 4 93 rated squads to do, none of them in which give you a rare player pack, which I find absolutely ridiculous in itself. You might as well give us some good packs back as well. The market is absolutely on the floor, so it really doesn't matter, bar from just giving us some more cards to put back into this to make it even quicker. But that being said, we can do this. He obviously will be available. I think, is he the same as Ronaldo? 17 days, so pretty much we can get them, well, we can do them just after the next FIFA's out practically. The only thing is dependent on what happens Friday, do we lose all the Futties player picks and packs and upgrades, or do we keep going for another week at the minimum? That's the bit that is going to be very, very interesting to see. And we saw it, I want to say last year. I think if Friday comes and we lose our, say, best of batch, then the game is done, like totally done for the rest of the game. And that means you're not going to be able to get the 93 rated squads done. So with the fact that these have got 17 days left, I can imagine we're going to have Futties until the very end, because there's no way that they're going to require a 93 rated squad and you physically would not be able to make it with gold players and have to gut your club for it. That being said, it is very easy to do, obviously. In terms of a 93, this is what you've got to give up. Let's have a look then. Let's see if we can just get one team in. I'm personally all in for the 94 picks instead. But say we wanted to finish a 93. We've got a fresh batch of players here. Let's see what sort of player ratings we've got. Obviously, a few 94s and 95s might be a good shout for this. I've kind of been doing some 88 player picks, as you can see, trying to find that KDB, but he absolutely misses me every time. If I keep going back, let's go to special. Actually, that might make it a little bit easier for me. I don't really want to put Oshiman in. Regardless, I'm not putting this SBC anyway, as I will show you not necessarily a better way, because it's still the gamble, but I mean, you might as well do the other way rather than trying to do this. This is literally a last resort if you physically cannot get him. So that's a 94. So let's see. Well, I don't think I've got any low team at this. We've got Danilo, I suppose. So that's still that's a 93 then. Then if we get rid of, we've got a 95 somewhere, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure Maguire's 95. Let's see if we can drop him down. So that's still a 93 at the minimum. Have we got any other lower rated ones? 95s. Obviously the Futties are going to be a big help with this. Alisson, Oblak, Donnarumma is going to be massive to be able to lower everything down because of the 99 rated, obviously there. I've got really high rated players. As you can see, we have been doing the player pick, so I have very few fodder players. Say if we go with Renato. Renato still drops it down, which is always nice. And then we got one more. I just want to see where the actual kind of cutoff is here. Have we got a 94? Buys 94. That's a 92. So this is as close to perfect for what you need. Right there, we've got a 90. In fact, if we can move these around, so we go highest first, so we can see, just so I can kind of map them out in my head. We've got 93s. We've got 93 in him as well. Then we've obviously got the 89 can go in net a second, and we move him over. So we've got 189, 190, 492s, 393s, a 94 and a 96. If you think about Oblak 97, Donnarumma, Alisson, I would normally try and keep doing your 85 times 10 or your 86 times 10, whichever one you're preferring at the minute. And then once you get a Futties duplicate, then I would have a look at it, obviously after doing a few. And if you can manage to get duplicates, I've managed to get Oblak, Alisson and Donnarumma all in the same pack. That would make this a lot easier to complete. So obviously then you could put in a lot more 90s, a lot of 91s, just to get that rated down even more, so you're not having to give up quite a lot of high rated fodder. Now the way to obviously get this done is as simple as you like. It is just predominantly using that 85 times 10. The 86 times 10 is good if you are looking for the high rated players in packs, but because you've got to give up a 92 rated team, I never really seem for it to be worth it, to be honest. So for instance, when we're doing the 86 times 10, you obviously will get some golds. It's just naturally what happens. We have got a Fred. I don't think I've got anything to do with him, so I'm just going to put him in the bin at the moment. Because obviously we've been doing the daily upgrades, the packs and stuff, then obviously we've got quite a few packs left over here. But for instance, if I'm opening up the 85 times 10, the way I would utilize, like how anybody should be, to be able to kind of maximize your profit, we've got Jota, I think that is, the 95 right wing. Managed to get Jota, so this is a pretty gold star pack, to be honest. A lot of players, a lot of high rated, only 285s, which is where, if I was to put all this in, so for instance, if I was going to put all of this in one team, so say I was doing the 86 times 10, this one would be a better one than most, but you are likely to get a lot of gold still, so don't think just because this one's good, that every single one's going to be good. So if I put all of this team in, for instance, obviously there's still a few that are under 92, but you should still be able to get it done because that is a pretty decent pack in itself. So that does make it a 92 if I was to throw in a gold as well, but that is kind of my point. So I can get it to 92. That is the rating of the SBC. So even though I say that's a very good pack, I know there's no footies in it, that's still a 92. So obviously when it comes to getting rid of some of the players for an 88, if I was doing this again, I would obviously be looking at getting rid of a lot of the lower rated ones to start with, or at least make sure the duplicates are gone. But even if I was to put the lower rateds in here, so obviously then we're getting rid of a few, so that's 88. I'd like to tell you about skycoach.gg. They offer many features within the FIFA franchise, from FIFA coins to FIFA Weekend League boosts, from trusted sellers, pro players, and are the best prices on the market currently. They have fast delivery, high quality services, lots of games, and also a cashback program. The more coins you buy, the more eligible you are for cashback options. So if you want to buy FIFA coins at the best price, click the link in the description of this video. It will be active promo code for 10% discount from my subscribers. All you have to use is the code JT11 at the checkout to receive this bonus. On to the video. Oh yeah, okay, I see what it means then. So say let's put the 85 in. That is all I'd have to give up in terms of putting the golds in and just the 4 team of the seasons. It then gives me all of the players that we've managed to just get back from that. So obviously we've managed to get, 5 players back and only give up gold rares. That could obviously be then put into the next one, and it keeps going forward like that. That is personally the way I do it, just keep recycling, with obviously trying to get it done quicker. Be more attentive on what ratings you're giving out, and if obviously you're running out of gold, silvers, bronzes to put in them, the upgrades are going to be the best shout for that. Obviously I need to do some, if you've seen the golds there, I definitely need to do some daily gold upgrades. It's going to be the best way. You can finish it 20 times a day, so easy to do, and I think it's the most beneficial one. Even if you don't necessarily need to do the bronze and silver every day, the golds to get a good stock up, you do all 20 today, you've got 220 players there. Plus you might get a couple of team of the seasons, I can imagine. That's going to be the #1 way to get them golds in your club, meaning you could just keep recycling and keeping players back. Obviously that is going to be the best way. So bronze and silver for the gold upgrade, then obviously you've done the gold upgrade into the 85 times 10. Repeat, repeat, repeat to get all the players in the world that you can. If you want to do them one SBC at a time, or just keep going until you get a lot of duplicates, whatever way suits you best. Personally with me, I would wait. I'd get a few done, say I'd get 5 done, keep recycling round, and then once I've done that, I will then wait for that double footies upgrade, double footies duplicate. That's going to be your best way to get it done, because then obviously, like I said, with the higher rated ones, you're going to be able to bring it down quicker. I would start with the 93s first. I'd just keep going until you go down. Obviously the 91s are going to be a little bit easier, and the 92s, you got 188, I suppose you could get done straight away. That is very, very simple. And if you are struggling to get Messi or Ronaldo, they are technically there to do, and really wouldn't take that long. You might be SBC banned before you get them both done in a day, but you can get them done nonetheless. Now, there is another way of getting them done, and I think for me, it is the better way and the better choice. You get 5 footies 94 picks. It says 94, every single footies is a 94 player, so it should just be footies player pick, but they add a bit of rating into it. This for me would be the better shout. In terms of what you're kind of going for, you are likely to do quite a lot, but I think this is going to be #1 because you've got to give up 2 SBCs And that is it. So for instance, if we was to do one right now, we already have an 85 times 10 loaded up anyway. So as we know, this is a 92 rated team. It is absolutely gravy to put everything in. I want to say Sol Campbell was the thingy, was the duplicate anyway, but I cannot remember. So 92 rated team, done. So that's just one pack in itself. That's not a problem. I just think this is going to be more beneficial because if you've got 26 SBCs that are predominantly 91, 92 and 93, so it's not as if you are necessarily giving up a lot more for these picks. 5 of these picks, 10 SBCs every single day. You could do 3 days of these, and I'm not saying that you're going to get Messi in them first 26 or 15 SBCs, but there's the big chance of even then getting the Mbappe, getting the Neymar, the Ronaldo. You get a Ronaldo now, you've got 46 SBCs completely wiped out. You don't need them. So if I was doing my 85 times 10 just because I've got another one saved up, I then can do the 94 pick and hopefully we hit an absolute banger straight away. But with the 88, it is just like a normal 85 times 10. A good Futties, obviously, for the 95, which is always perfect. But I would just predominantly be doing these. I think every day you've got 5 choices. We've got however many days left. They have, how many days left do they have? Oh, 23 hours. I'm hoping they come back straight away, as I thought they were there for another 10 days. But get them done today at the minimum, and then you know if you've got to do Messi or not. But I do think they will come back. Every SBC that we've got in terms of upgrade stuff is always coming back. So I'm not really too worried that they won't. They're bound to. There's no way that they don't in terms of the final bit of the game, because there is obviously players like Neymar that are still not in packs, but obviously you need the picks to be able to get him anyway. So for me, that's not a problem. Let's see if I can drop this rating that little bit more. Again, just trying to keep as many players as possible. If you are grinding the game hard, then to be honest, you probably don't even need to do that. Just check out what you've got. Oh, it's 89 rated, of course it is. But obviously, like I say, if you are grinding it, you might as well just keep going as much as you can. What was it? Could we? No, okay, we've got to get rid of one of the bronzes. Oh, of course, they've got to give another player up then, that's fine. So we've got an 84, that should definitely do it. There we go. So hopefully this is Messi, if not, but I would definitely do these first 5 anyway. If you've obviously not done Messi or started Messi yet, definitely try the first 5, because if you get him in this one, then you're absolutely golden. But that's the best way to get him done, and we get pretty standard 4 duplicates. Let me know if this helps.